Good afternoon. My name is Esther Alexa Riascos Viáfara, and today's topic is called Voices of Reflection. In today's presentation, I'm going to talk about my starting point, my progress, my challenges and strategies, and finally my projection. This is basically how I felt this entire course. Okay, let's start with my starting point. When I began this English 1 course, my main goal was to build a strong foundation for my career as a foreign language student. At first, I expected to review basic concepts, but I also wanted to gain more confidence in my daily communication skills to eventually achieve financial independence and professional growth. I would also like to add that my expectations for this course was basically to keep improving what I had already learned at Colombo Americano because I graduated from that academy and we learned a lot of things. So my expectations for this course was to keep learning, to keep improving my English skills and hopefully learn a lot more vocabulary because I feel like vocabulary is one of the things that I still lack and vocabulary is what I'm still learning. So this English course was a great opportunity to learn new things because you never stop learning, to be completely frank. Second, let's continue with my progress. Over the course of the semester, I've noticed significant progress in my vocabulary and grammar. For example, I learned to describe daily routines in the present tense in simple terms and to use expressions of frequency correctly. I now feel more confident talking about my hobbies and personal habits, things I couldn't express as clearly before. My conversational skills have improved thanks to the reading guides and digital resources provided by the course. I would like to add that with these activities, I can say that I have learned new vocabulary. Like I said, I'm now able to express things that I wasn't able to express before. Now I feel more confident in what I learned. And also the grammar. I wasn't really good at grammar. There are so many things that are still difficult for me. And even though I learned a lot of things at Colombo, I still forgot about a bunch of stuff. So this course was basically like learning English again somehow. So I feel like I've progressed a lot. I have remembered a lot of things that I forgot since I graduated. So I consider that progress. I definitely consider that progress. I've learned and remembered new grammar, new vocabulary, things that I did not remember at that moment. I definitely remember now. So this is a good chance to say that I've definitely progressed a lot. Third, my challenges and strategies. The hardest part for me was learning the structure of the comparative and superlative forms, as well as how to use the past tense. To overcome these challenges, I use resources such as the textbook Way to Go and the reference guides English 1 and 2. I also practiced the interactive activities and recorded myself to check my pronunciation, which helped me feel better and prepared for the final assignments. To be completely frank, I'm not the type of person who can sit down with a dictionary and memorize words and grammar because it feels forced and it feels serious. And learning languages to me is something that I really enjoy. I will call it my passion. So I will say that I'm more of a visual person. I like watching videos on YouTube, listening to music, and watching movies, anything in English that can help me absorb all the knowledge. I feel like I work better if I absorb what's happening. I don't remember sitting down with a dictionary when I was a child and learn English. I was 15 when I found out that I could somehow understand the language. So that's when I realized that learning languages is something that I really like doing. I'm also thinking about learning Chinese in the future. So languages is something that I really enjoy learning. So I really appreciate the fact that the interactive activities were very dynamic, very visually pleasing, very visually aesthetic, and that helped me concentrate. It was way easier for me to absorb the information. So, a better way for me to learn English is to watch any kind of entertainment. that's how I learn. That's what works for me. For some people, it's easier to sit down with a dictionary and memorize. It's not for me. So I really appreciate the the type of activities that we have here at UNAT. Finally, my projection. The knowledge I've gained in this course will help me in my future career as a teacher, translator, and interpreter. Learning English is very important for my professional development at UNAT. On a personal level, improving my English is an important step towards my goal of landing a good job, living in my own apartment, and being able to communicate in a globalized world. I agree with this because I wrote it because there isn't anything better than working while doing something that you love. So that's why I chose this career. I want to have a job. And if we're going to work for the rest of our lives, why not do something that we love? It makes it more bearable. It makes it more I don't know, it makes it better, I think. So even though this career allows you to be a teacher, and I think being a teacher is a wonderful profession, I actually want to be a translator, an interpreter. I feel like communicating and talking to other people from different cultures, basically being a bridge to translate what people want to say to other people. And if I can learn as many languages as I can, to be completely frank. And I can see myself being a translator, an interpreter, just talking to people. I just want to talk to people, and it allows me to have money while doing what I want, while doing what I love. So yeah, this is what I think about doing for the future, and that's it. This is my reflections about this course, and I feel like the next course will be just as good as this one. Okay, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.